Can you build muscle with home workouts? That's exactly what we're going to cover in today's video, and the two key points that people keep bringing up, and that is, I need all that equipment, 30, 40, 50 pieces of gym equipment, and number two, I can't get my arse off the sofa to work out at home. It's just too convenient to say, I'll do it again tomorrow. I just want to sit down and watch Netflix. If you can relate to any of these points, maybe this is the video for you. Now, I feel like I've said this 1,000 times, but it is very important, and that is, your muscles have no idea where you are. You could be in the gym, a park, shed like me, making a home gym. You could be on an aeroplane doing push-ups. Your muscles have no idea, and they don't care. Virtually all you're doing is providing stimulus, the muscle fibers break down, your body comes along, repairs those fibers, in turn your muscles grow, you get stronger, and then you have to lift more, do more reps, more sets, etc. And that's known as progressive overload, and that's as simple as it gets. Before we get into the two key points that I mentioned, I just wanted to touch on the main reason home workouts don't work for people is they're just too simple. And I sound crazy saying that out loud, which is why 4 or 5 videos ago, I made a video that was a trending title on YouTube. Unfortunately, fitness is this simple, muscle building is this simple, and it just fit in perfectly with what I do and believe, because there's just too much choice, and that's what makes it very, very difficult. People struggle just doing the same thing repeatedly and progressing it and believing that that's going to work. They're always looking for supplements, tech, more equipment, even validation off the internet, some top influencer that started doing some fandango new exercise that makes no difference to your life whatsoever. And that's what makes it so difficult, the fact that it is that simple. And I do sound crazy saying it, but it's so true. Right, let's cover point number 1, and that's needing 40, 50, 60 plus pieces of equipment from a gym to actually build muscle. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you some of the basic kit that I've got that I've built up over the years, give you some inspiration and show you that you can make really good results from real basic equipment. Right, let's start with push-up handles. So great for the wrists because you're not having your wrist flat on the floor. So if you start doing decline push-ups, for instance, or even handstands, these are a great tool. Small, chuck them in the house, car, take them to the park, use them in the garden. You don't have to put your hands on the floor, so if the floor's wet, mucky, etc., you don't have to worry about that. And I always say, if you're buying anything, maximize the hell out of it. You could have easily just said, well, I'll just do 10 push-ups on these, chuck them to the side and that's it. But again, I've just listed a good few extra exercises that you can use these for and advance, and there'll be way more as you advance even further than that. Next up, we've got just a cheap bar off Facebook Marketplace, and yeah, it does have a little bit of rust on it. It did look a lot worse when I first got it, but it does want cleaning up a little bit more when I get a bit more time. But there's a couple of plates down there, they're also rusty, but it does the job, it's cheap. You don't always need dumbbells ranging from 4 kilos to 50. You'll not use most of them. I don't even own a dumbbell. It is something I'll probably upgrade to in the near future, but I'm maximising everything I have already, and then I will upgrade, which is why I always say, just get something, learn it, master it, use as many exercises as possible with it, and then upgrade. And then I'll just show you one more piece of equipment, because it's not really just a go through my gym video, but resistance bands and handles. So you can team these up together. You can do rows, face pulls, or just the resistance bands you could use on your own, bicep curls, lateral raises. And you can also hook them on pull-up bars, and they can help you get your first pull-up if you're struggling for that. And look, how simple is that? And that's half of the issue. If you saw a fancy gym machine or this, everyone's going to say you'll get better results from that machine. But if you can use this at home and it's sustainable and you can keep showing up and doing it, this will get you way better results than that gym machine that's sat in a gym that you never actually end up going to more than once. I can guarantee it. So don't overlook items like this. Cheap, cheerful, and can get you great results. And another thing I'll just quickly show you is what I'm sat on. Walking pad. Throw it in front of the telly. You can get your steps in if you work from home. A fantastic way we're not having to go out. If you live in the UK in winter, really valuable because it gets dark real early, cold, horrible weather. And it's just a great way to get your steps in every single day. And in the corner here, you can see I've got a weight vest, some parallettes, some smaller push-up handles, and then actually a spin bike. And that was less than £10 off eBay. So not everything has to be expensive. Yep, you do have to have some room for it, I'm afraid. That is probably one of the biggest issues, which is why a lot of the equipment I've got is really small and compact. Now I've kind of transformed this shed into a gym, I've got a little bit more room, but again, room is a premium still in here. It's only a small space, I need it to be practical, but it's amazing what you can find on Facebook Marketplace, eBay. Small amounts of money can get you great pieces of equipment that'll get you great results. Right, point 2, and that's, can I get off the sofa to work out at home? There's too many distractions. And first thing I'll say, you're gonna need some motivation and some drive to get you started. These tips will really help, but they're not gonna transform you from someone that can't be bothered into a pro athlete. Like, they're gonna help, but you've gotta wanna do this for yourself as well. Right, the way I like to think about this is each room in your house has a purpose. So your bathroom, brush your teeth, have a shower, kitchen, you're cooking, living room, you might eat your food, telly on the wall, family time, films, etc. Bedroom for sleeping. And then when you bring your workouts into these zones, you've kind of got more distractions going on, because say you're in your living room, you might have your telly there, suddenly you want to just put Netflix on and you sat back down on that sofa. So we'll give 2 examples, spare bedroom or a shed like I'm running in. And simple little things like, say you've got your push-up handles, don't chuck them in the back of a cupboard where you've got to move 30, 40 items to get them out every single time. Have it accessible. Make it so everything's as easy as possible within that area. Things like a speaker. Put some of your favourite music on while you're working out, like you would in a gym environment. Like, they have music on in the background. And this was a telly that used to be in the house, we upgraded. I've put it here. We can put the walking pad in front, we can watch something while we get 30 minutes worth of steps in. Pictures, all little things like this, making the area known to your brain as an area that you're going to work out. Like your kitchen, your cooking, say your spare bedroom, your shed, this is where I work out. Minimal distractions, make it so you can grab your equipment dead easy. And all you're doing is simulating the gym at home. And I've said this in videos before, but you don't walk into a gym and have to start moving loads of equipment to get on each piece. Like, it's set up ready to go, and that just lowers the resistance, it's ready to go. You can do exactly the same with all the basic bits that I've got at home. Yeah, in a smaller area, sometimes you're gonna have to move things, but that's a small price to pay to be able to work out in the convenience of your own home, I think. And finally, if you're working out at home, pick a time to do it. Don't just say I'll do it later. So say it's 7 p.m. 7 p.m, I'm gonna go into the spare room. I've got my workout, wrote out what I'm gonna do, and I'm gonna do it. Because if not, that 7 o'clock becomes 8 o'clock, which becomes TV time, family time, and you never get it done. So just because you're working out at home, be strict with yourself, say 7 p.m, I'm doing this workout, and I'm gonna get it finished. And that's how you build muscle at home.